Today we gather to celebrate an achievement that is not just an individual milestone, but a collective triumph of perseverance, dedication, and sacrifice. To our graduates, today marks the culmination of years of effort, hard work, and resilience. You have faced challenges, overcome obstacles, and grown in knowledge and character. This is your moment, and you should be immensely proud of yourself. To the family and friends who have supported you every step of the way, your encouragement, your sacrifice, your unwavering belief in these graduates have played a fundamental role in their success. So, thanks to you all. Today is also a celebration of your love and dedication. And to the faculty, mentors, members of the academic staff, your guidance, wisdom, commitment have shaped the bright minds before us. Your effort extends far behind the classroom, and your influence will remain with these graduates as they embark on their journey. Today, we are not just witnessing a ceremony. We are witnessing the beginning of new possibilities, new dreams, and new aspirations. It is a day of joy, of reflection, and of looking forward to a future filled with endless opportunities. So, with that in mind, let us begin this celebration of achievement, perseverance, and the bright future that await each and every one of you. I am very happy to be here addressing to you today, although I must say that seeing all of you here today celebrating your diplomas makes me feel, in a certain sense, a little old. In fact, this marks 25 years since I started teaching, and 25 is the age of some of you. Another thing that make me feel a little old is having my mother here in front of me, and excuse me, but a mother who comes immediately to visit and control, I don't know, her children is something that we Italians have in our blood. If it is not taking too much advantage of your kindness, I would therefore like to extend a special greeting to her, especially because today is her birthday. But as they say, you should never reveal a woman's age. So, the last time I spoke to a group of students on their graduation day was at the Catholic University of Milan in 2017. Back then, addressing the students, I say that in many aspects, my generation had experienced a great variety of international events, shaping the geopolitical landscape. The fall of the Berlin Wall, the end of the Soviet Union, the two wars in Iraq, the attack of the Twin Towers, the war in Afghanistan, the Abraham Accords, just to mention some. And so I told them that the world seemed to be moving toward a certain stability, and that perhaps we shouldn't expect big surprises in the coming years. Well, I wasn't a good prophet because shortly after, the COVID-19 pandemic arrived, the first global pandemic in modern world. Then the war in Ukraine, the current civil conflicts in Africa, just to name some, Sudan, Congo, Mali, etc. The Taliban back in Afghanistan, the Palestinian question, the tensions related to the space exploration, and we will see in the coming years how China will deal with Taiwan. Everything, if the climate change will not already ruins our life. So for this reason today, rather than telling you that the world seems stable and without surprise, I want to tell you that even in face of uncertainty, the world offers not only problems, but also opportunities. To change can be scary, but is also the engine of progress. Today, you are ready to become protagonists of this change. Many of you, perhaps the majority, are the first in your family to earn a college degree. You should be proud of this achievement. You have done it, but you should also be proud of who you are becoming and of the place you are. Indonesia is a great country, and from already a few months now, I have been calling it home, and I do stand up with pride every time I hear the national anthem. Indonesia Raya. Today, you go out in the world dressed in this flag, armed with your diploma and the things you have learned. My experience has taught me that there are no definitive defeats or insurmountable failures. There are only situations in which you settle down and stop fighting, or on the contrary, you accept change, to work harder, to start again with courage. In a famous speech to students like you, Steve Jobs left his immortal motto: stay hungry, stay foolish. I too would like to be able to summarize everything in just a few meaningful words, but I am not Steve Jobs. So I leave you three words, and in bahasa: integritas, kerja, jaringan. Integritas, integrity. We often think that a person with integrity is a person who never makes mistakes. That is not true. We all make mistakes. No one is perfect. But a person with integrity is a person who knows how to apologize, who admits his mistakes, who has no need for lies or deception. A person with integrity is stable, reliable, consistent. A synonymous of integrity is wholeness, to be whole, pure, intact. A whole food is a food that is authentic, that has not been contaminated or altered. And in fact, the opposite of whole is ruined, compromise. You have seen people with great capacity ruin themselves just because they looked for shortcuts, because they were envious of what others said, and they didn't, because of their limits, and so they tried to live someone else's life instead of their own. Integrity is not just a moral value good for religion. Integrity is a compass that guides our every action. Having integrity means having the courage to remain faithful to your principle, even when the temptation to deviate from the right path is strong. It means knowing how to say no to easy shortcuts and yes to difficult choice. In the long term, is that attitude that builds your credibility. Integrity manifests itself in the coherence between what we think, what we say, and what we do. It is something that others feel. Integrity cannot be both. It cannot be faked. But once you have lost it, it is very difficult to rebuild it. You will be whole if you know how to find joy in what you do and in what you are. But to succeed, you must first be honest with yourself and recognize if you have problems, if you have capacities. If you instead you start looking around and not inside, you will feel for manipulation, backtalk, cheating. And your life will be compromised. And everything you do or achieve will never make you happy. Because you got it through cheating and not through work. And then here we come the second word, kerja, work. For many people, work is just a temporary occupation and real life begins outside the office. I urge you instead to learn how to love your job and how to do it well, despite your will or circumstances. Work will be an essential part of your life. For a long time, every day, you will think about your job that will occupy a big part of your day. If you go to work just to earn a salary, you will never be happy and you will never become good in what you do. Learn to appreciate what you do. Learn to love the effort. Get used to thinking with your own hand, to respect deadlines, to work with everyone. Work is discipline. It defines you. Think about it. When you meet a new person and you introduce yourself, one of the first questions is, what do you do for a living? You are a generation that is probably destined to change job often. But in reality, even among us professors, many have changed jobs many times. I myself, 10 years ago, would have never remotely imagined that I would end up in Indonesia, you. So don't be afraid. Look for new opportunities and welcome them with courage and humility. The dream job does not exist. You create it every day. Jaringan, network. But I would like maybe more to say keluarga, family. Create your network and protect it. Family is the most important nucleus in your relationship. Keep your brothers and sisters close and take advantage of the time with your parents, for the time they are with you. They are much wiser than you can imagine now. Hold on tight and protect those who love you. Alongside these, learn to cherish and value your relationship, friends, classmates, colleagues. Someone said that friends are like the parts of a tree. There are leaves, friends, who absorb nourishment, give a little shade, but over the season they dry up and fall. There are branches, friend, who are a sign of growth, but are not always solid. Not all branches are the same. You cannot hang to all at the same way. And then there are roots, friends. Those who give you stability, who support you in difficult times. Try to have at least 5 friends like that and try to be a root friends for at least 5 people. Today you leave the campus with a diploma in your hands, but what will really make the difference will be how you decide to use it. Be curious, never stop learning, work with passion, and build sincere relationships. The world is full of challenges, but it's also full of opportunities. I don't know what the future holds for you, but I know that If you guard your integrity, you work hard and build strong relationships, you will be ready for it. Don't be afraid of changes, because that's what makes us grow. And always remember that success is not just getting to the top. It's the journey that you do to get there. Good luck to all of you.